try and be quick and just give you the minimum to decide whether you want to come and see my poster. I'll be more articulate after the coffee. I'm David Weston. I'm presenting. Most of the hard work here was done by Ishwan Zhu, but he's finished his PhD and gone to work for Baidu now, so I get to take his place and tell you about AI for EEG. So if you're not familiar with EEG, probably you know ECG. EEG is ECG for the brain. And it's useful for a wide range of neurological disorders. It could be used much more, but the most fundamental task in EEG analysis is to say whether this EEG is normal or abnormal, so a binary classification problem. In typical practice, when the EEG is recorded, there's other data captured with that, including a text report, which we can think of here as having sort of two broad sections. There is some a priori information which we say is anything that you could know before you looked at the recording. So it might include information about the data collection process, but you could write that bit of the report without looking at the data. So we're focusing on seeing how we can use that a priori information to enhance AI interpretation of the EEG, but we disregard the a posteriori parts of this text. We've done a range of experiments using the TUAB data set that all revolve around this broad architecture, so an EEG encoding tower and a tower on the right for encoding our text, and some a fusion level lower down. And we've done a few experiments with variations on the EEG encoder, the text encoder, and mechanisms that we use to fuse them together, as well as a few ablation experiments to try and optimize the accuracy of this system. I won't show you all the results here, but key takeaways are, well, the boring result, multimodal is better than unimodal AI. But maybe more interestingly, we show that doing our multimodal training gives us better performance even when we're testing on unimodal data later. So having the multimodal data there improves the training even for the EEG only use case. In terms of our text encoding, we show that an embedding is more effective than a simpler keyword encoding approach. And we found that in our case, simpler fusion mechanisms outperformed attention, maybe to do with data limitations, but our best fusion approach was just a 4-layer multi-layer perceptron, and we found that was effective across a range of EEG encoder modules. So yeah, if you're more interested in coming to see that, please come and check out the poster. We can talk more about the broader implementation questions there, but maybe the most important thing, if you're interested in having a job, we've got some follow-up funding for this work. So very soon I'll be advertising for a research software engineer. So come and talk to me if you're interested in getting your foot in the door first for that. Thank you very much.